Did you ever wonder why roosters don't wear pants? Because their pecker is on their face. Now that we've got the chuckles out of the way, let's dive into the world of roosters. Today we're unraveling the rooster riddle, the intriguing question of whether or not to have a rooster in your coop. From early morning crowing to flock protection, there are various aspects to consider. So buckle up and get ready to peck through the facts. Stay tuned, y'all, as we explore the highs and lows of having a rooster in your coop. All right, folks, let's start off with the benefits of having a rooster around your hens. Now, roosters bring a lot to the table, or should I say, to the coop. First up, we've got protection. Nothing keeps a flock of hens safer than a vigilant rooster. He's always on high alert, scanning the skies and the horizon for any signs of danger. Whether it's a fox on the prowl or a hawk swooping down, your rooster is ready to raise the alarm and shield his hens. He's like the knight in shining armor of the poultry world. Next, let's talk about the birds and the bees, or rather the roosters and the hens. If you're looking to expand your flock naturally, a rooster is an absolute must. He'll fertilize the eggs, paving the way for a new generation of chicks. But a rooster's duties aren't just protection and procreation. They also maintain the pecking order. You see, chickens are social creatures and they have a complex hierarchy, often referred to as the pecking order. A rooster will keep this order in check, preventing squabbles and ensuring harmony in the coop. Last but not least, let's not forget the beauty and prestige of having a rooster around. There's something quite majestic about a rooster strutting his stuff, crowing at the break of dawn. His vibrant plumage and regal demeanor can add a touch of grandeur to any backyard. Plus, that early morning crowing. That's not just noise, that's the rooster's way of announcing to the world, all's well in my kingdom. So a rooster can be quite the asset in your coop, bringing protection, fertilization, peace, and prestige. But as with everything in life, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Let's take a gander at some of the downsides. Just like any coin, there are two sides to having a rooster. Let's flip it over and look at the cons. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but roosters, bless their hearts, do come with a few drawbacks, and the first one you'll likely notice is the noise. Roosters don't just crow at the crack of dawn. No, sir. They'll crow all day long, and some even crow in the middle of the night. That can be a real headache if you're a light sleeper or have close neighbors. Secondly, roosters can be a bit more aggressive than hens. It's in their nature to protect the flock, and sometimes that means they'll take a peck at you or your kids. Now, not all roosters are like this, but it's something to keep in mind. Next, we've got overbreeding. If you've got just one rooster and a handful of hens, things can get out of balance pretty quick. A rooster can wear out your hens, causing them stress and even physical harm. And if you're not in the business of raising chicks, a rooster can make your egg collection a little more complicated. Finally, let's not forget about the law. Yes, the law. Depending on where you live, there may be restrictions on keeping roosters, especially in urban or suburban areas. Noise ordinances, zoning laws, and even animal welfare regulations can all come into play. It's always important to check your local rules before you bring a rooster home. So, is a rooster right for you? Well, that depends on your situation and what you're looking for in a backyard flock. There's no denying that roosters add a lot of character to a coop, but they can also bring a fair share of challenges. Well, it seems like having a rooster is a bit of a mixed bag. Let's sum things up, shall we? So we've pecked through the pros and cons of having a rooster in your coop. From the rooster's crow as your morning alarm clock to their role as protector of the flock, there's a lot to crow about. But don't forget, roosters can also be noisy, aggressive, and may not be allowed in some areas. It's crucial to weigh these factors against your individual circumstances and local regulations. Whether you choose to have a rooster or not, make sure it's the right decision for you, your hens, and your neighbors. Remember, folks, happy hens make for happy eggs.